de course, go!
C'est parti, très bonne Pica Pica à tous.
So here we go. This is my 15-minute or so recap of Pica Pica Montcalm. Probably the toughest race I've ever took part in. It's billed as a mountaineers race, built by mountaineers, and it definitely was that. Didn't exactly go to plan, if I'm honest, but we had a great time out there, and yeah, here is my account of the day. So we are just over an hour and a half in. We've done 1,000 metres of climb, which takes us to about, I don't know, 2,500 metres I think. That's where we're heading. That is about 3,000 metres, so the air is already thin for me. And we've had a pole malfunction, so one of them's jammed. I think it's a bit swollen, got a bit warm, maybe in the room. So luckily one of our support crews out, they've got some spare poles, should be able to get that in a couple of hours. But yeah, hiking up 1,700 metres from the start without my poles and messing around with them for about 10 minutes hasn't helped, but we're just taking it very easy, seeing how we go. We've got 5 others out: Drew, Pat, James, who else, Matt. We've got Nat out as well, Robbie Britton and Sarah Cameron support. So yeah, it's a nice crew out, and they're just ahead laughing at me with my pole malfunction. So we're just getting to the top of the first climb, which will be, I think, about 3,000 metres up. It's just there. I've done alright. Had a few 1-minute stops just to catch my breath. Yeah, legs feel alright. It's the thin air, obviously. So looking forward to seeing how my legs and back go on this downhill now. Long downhill to the checkpoint. But yeah, we've struggling to speak at this height, but we are 9k in and about 1,700 metres in vert. So this is the first long downhill, really. I feel alright actually. Took on enough fuel. I've hit 80 grams an hour so far of carbs, a couple of salt tabs. So yeah, better concentrate now. So we're just over 6 hours in, and I think I've done a half marathon. So yeah, that's 1/5 of the distance in. Don't let that fool you though, because I won't be finishing on that pace. Hopefully, if I just keep doing what I'm doing, I reckon 44 hours is realistic. So it's a big old shift. This is the kind of terrain that we have for lots of it. We're just following those chaps up there now. Yeah, there are some sections a bit higher up. I've just come down a bit where I just couldn't even speak, so it wasn't worth getting the GoPro out. But yeah, although it slows you down and it feels like you've got no energy up this high, for me anyway, it's not too bad. You just keep making progress. Just done the highest peak so far, and I struggled, if I'm honest. I had to have a few sit downs on the way up just to catch my breath. I was having to summon my inner Sherpa. Yeah, so what I was doing is hike up for 5 minutes, sit down for a minute. Just the altitude was just that too much for me to keep hiking, plus the fact it was 30-35%, and now we've got this nice long descent down to Montcalm, which is the big life base. So far we've done 9 hours 15 minutes and 3,500 metres out of the 11,000 we've got to do, so I'm alright with that. Just very conscious of not trashing myself on these descents, because I love descents. I've had that dodgy back, so it's been fine today so far, but descending for an hour and a half, 2 hours, can absolutely destroy your race. You can hear I can't even speak properly again, I'm still so high. Apart from that, all good. Food's gone down okay. Hit a checkpoint before and we had some cheese and what else? Just some bread basically. But yeah, it was nice to get something solid on top of the gels. And we'll see our little mini support crew at Montcalm now, hopefully. So I've just left the first life base. Well, it's the only life base, but you return to it later. It's going to be a long time before I see it again, but leaving it means you've committed to get to 60 odd K, which is a big deal. He's look happy enough, I hope. Yeah, see, cheer me on. I'd planned to take, well, I slipped on a descent off that high peak that I said to you. That's why you might see a little bit of blood. Nothing serious, I just slipped sideways and then my nose started bleeding. So it was a long descent, but then yeah, got to the life base, planned on taking 20 minutes, but a couple of my friends were there, and if anyone knows Robbie Britton, he wouldn't let me sit down for very long, so I had 10 minutes there to eat some cheese and biscuits, refuel. We had to add extra kit now leaving, the down jacket and everything, so I've now got 2 litres of water and a down jacket to hike up with. We're going to keep moving. So this climb up here has officially been hell. I'm really struggling, but we're about where you can hear the cowbells, that's the top, so we're nearly there. Again, one of the highest points. Oh, that was such a relief. I've just lapped it on my watch in that climb from the last life base. It took me 3 hours 20 minutes, which is insane. It was like a 1,000 metre climb, which is Snowdon. It took me 3 hours 20 minutes. Thin air, terrain. Yeah, I mean, that's not going to change, is it? But ticked it off and now I feel a whole lot better. Yeah, it's just getting your head round the size of the place and the fact that you've just got to keep moving. So we are heading into the night, so this might be my last update until I get to the life base again at Solsem, because I just left the last checkpoint and I know that last climb I did made me question if I was going to carry on. The fact of the matter is I have to get to Solsem anyway, so I spent 10 minutes there having some pasta. I can't stomach too much at the moment, especially when I get high, which is a bit of a pain. So when I come down, I'm a little bit lower here, try and eat a bit more. That's my plan anyway. And we're heading into the night. We're hitting a few peaks in the night. I've got 13k and about 1,200 meters of climb to do to get to the next checkpoint. And I've got 20k in total and something ridiculous in climb to get to Solsem. So it's going to be make or break to get to there. As long as I can still move, I'm going to keep moving. My quad is sore. The energy's gone. Just being up here so long. But I'm hoping now it's cooler, I can regain a bit of energy. And yeah, I'll try and catch some shots, but the majority of stuff will be in the dark now, so not much point. And I will catch up with you all in the morning. Day 2, 26 hours in from the start, and it's highly likely that I'm going to make it to the next checkpoint either outside the cutoff or just before it, because this is the kind of terrain we are dealing with, and I'm not moving too quick. So it's been, whatever happens, it's been an adventure, I know that much. I'm glad I had an honest crack at it, and there's nothing too much to say apart from it honestly kicked my ass. So you probably you will have seen me deteriorate over the video, I guess. And yeah, I had a bit of a rough night, which I'm just not going to go into now, but yeah, bottom line is it was too big for me on this occasion, but I've had a good one. Right, better get down there. definitely putting this away. So after being at altitude for the 26 or 28 hours, you can see I'm really struggling. The issues I had going into the race with my back and glute didn't help either, but yeah, it was just the heat and the altitude that ground me down. And then the batteries were about to go in the GoPro and my body really. So I made my way down. I knew I was going to miss the final cut-off point really, so I was going to be timed out for the first time ever in a race, but I just enjoyed the descent as much as you can over those boulders, and then yeah, to my surprise, most of my friends had already DNF'd and were waiting for me at the bottom. So 32 hours and about 8,000 meters of climb, that was me done. I will go back to Pica Pica one day, but I will have to make sure that I acclimatise beforehand, because that was my downfall. And although not easy with a young family, maybe I can take them out there for a bit of a family holiday first and make it a little bit easier on myself. Okay, see you all next time.